Please remain standing as our senior madrigals perform the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated.
May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, and until we meet again, may the God that loves us all hold you in the palm of His hand. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. I'm so tired, but I can't sleep. Standing on the edge of something much too deep. It's funny how we feel so much, but cannot say a word, though we are screaming inside, or we can't be heard. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. I'm so afraid to love you. I'm more afraid to lose. Clinging to a past that doesn't let me choose. Well, once there was a darkness, a deep and endless night. You gave me everything you had. You gave me light. And I will remember you. I'll remember you. Will you remember me? I'll remember. Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. I will remember you. I'll remember you. Will you remember me? I'll remember. Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for memories.
Thank you, Ms. Williams, for a beautiful performance by your madrigals. Thank you, band. Great job as always. Good evening and welcome to all parents, grandparents, relatives, and friends. I want to extend a very special welcome tonight to our honored guests seated behind me on the stage, Superintendent of Schools, Bob Thomas, Chairperson of the Board of Education and our representative, Patty Bounds, Tennessee State Senator Becky Duncan Massey, Knox County Commissioner Charlie Sessler, and my supervisor, Cheryl Hickman and Danny Trent. Am I forgetting anybody? And a special welcome to you, the class of 2017. Accompanied by the best staff in Knox County sitting on the floor, the faculty of Halls High School. Seniors, it feels like we have traveled far together, you and I. I remember that hot August morning, the morning of your freshman orientation, where all of our talk about graduation really began. It seems so brief to me. It moved so fast, especially due to the fact that I feel very close to some of you. It went really fast. I know it hasn't seemed entirely brief to you or fast, but as you get more mileage on you like I do, then you'll understand that 4 years can go by in the blink of an eye. Not the experiences or the wondrous moments, not the habits, either good or bad. They'll be around for a while. But the time spent takes up just a moment of a young life or a long life. Over 300 freshmen entered Halls High in the fall of 2013. Over the years, some moved from Halls, a few dropped out. Some transferred to us and joined the 275 graduates of this class. We are missing one. Brian McCulley is not here. For his dear friends among us, and I hope his family in the house, Brian had a good heart and soul. I believe that he is with us tonight in spirit, watching these proceedings, and he is smiling. As a class, seniors, you've done very well. You leave behind a very strong academic legacy. During your 3.5 years of generating performance data, Halls High has continued to finish among the leaders in test scores. 15 of your numbers scored 30 or higher on the ACT. Your average ACT score from your junior year was a 20.6, which was 4th best in the county. You will attend 36 different colleges and universities. You were accepted by many, many more. You've done a great job athletically. We won the state in men's golf. Caden Harbin was a Mr. Football finalist for our classification. Cheer won another state title. Colton McMahon won a state title in wrestling, and we have 7 all-state representatives from band, football, golf, cheer, and wrestling. My all-state people have all-state written on the top of their hats, and I apologize to you mamas who don't get to see Hi Mom, but I really wanted to single them out and let you see them. I'm extremely proud of those people. 24 of our athletes will continue participation at the collegiate level. That's something. There are some really great people in this class as well. I have watched you for 4 years, and I've always been proud of you and the way you have conducted yourself during that time. So what now? What's next? Well, it's college for most. 97% of you will seek some type of post-secondary education. Many of you have graduated from high school having already earned some college credit. Both of those decisions are very smart. A high school dropout will earn $10,000 less a year on average than a high school graduate. A college graduate with a bachelor's degree will earn on average $26,000 more per year than someone with just a high school diploma. That's a good deal, and it's certainly worth the investment. But I don't think that you should settle for just good. I heard President Trump tell a group of college graduates that they represented the next generation's leaders. I look at you and I see the same thing. Enjoy your years in college. Have fun. Have incredible experiences. Be mentally tough, because it will be tough. I hope that you do all that you wish of what a college has to offer. But most importantly, secure that advanced degree. An advanced education will allow for not only a lucrative career of your choosing, but truly will reflect a happy person. Do what you want to do, what you love to do. In 4 years from now, you will be them, the next generation. You will enter the workforce as an entry-level professional. The future of this society depends upon young people who will go pro in all types of fields and professions. Talented young people who will straighten up this mess that my generation has not fixed. You've been a special class to me. I look at you and am certain that I see the potential for greatness among you. Prepare yourself well. and then go out into this world and make a difference. That opportunity will be here in the blink of an eye. Congratulations to you tonight. Thank you.
This year's co-salutatorian is Garrig Elkins. He is the son of Deborah and Quint Elkins. His GPA is 4.4138, and he will be attending the University of Tennessee, Knoxville to study engineering. Congratulations. This year's other co-salutatorian is Brendan Gould. Brendan is the son of Karen and David Gould. His GPA is 4.4138, and he will also be attending the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, and he will be studying mechanical engineering.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2017 Halls High School graduation. I'd like to say thank you again to all the staff, students, and family members who are attending tonight. Oh, who's that handsome devil up there on the Jumbotron? I'll introduce you to him. His name's Brendan Gould, co-salutatorian, and, as Mr. Duff calls me, Mr. Radio. Now, when Mr. Duff told me that I'd be giving this speech, he said that I'd be taking a part of his job and filling in for him. So I finally accomplished a dream that most students at this school have, to be Mr. Duff. I was also told that I had to be completely prepared for this speech, but unfortunately, life doesn't always play fair, and you're not always prepared. So in the spirit of that, I don't need this anymore. I'm just gonna do this from memory. It's my job now to introduce these two excellent senior speakers. They are exceptionally bright. First, we have Caden Weber, our school's valedictorian and a top-tier student. I mean, you have to be to have the highest GPA in the school. I've known him since 8th grade, and in all that time, I've never known him to be anything short of amazing. Secondly, we have Gavin Pierce, a bright yet goofy individual who I've known since 7th grade. He is perhaps one of the most down-to-earth people that I know, and a great friend. He also knows how to sport a pretty cool afro, which in my book ranks up there as far as coolness. So, these two senior speakers, as much as they have grown over the years, they still do not hold all the wisdom and the knowledge needed to succeed later in life. All of us have developed our own wisdom, and we've all learned so much that'll help prepare us for those curveballs life has to throw at us. I mean, while we won't ever be truly fully prepared, we're as ready as we're ever going to be. And what are you going to do? It's life. You just got to wing it. I will now hand this back over to our assistant principal, Miss Megan Miller. Thank you for your time.
This year's valedictorian is Caden Weber. Caden is the son of Larissa and Todd Weber. His GPA is 4.431, and he will be attending Lee University to study biochemistry.
Welcome, and congratulations. I'm delighted that you could make it. Getting here wasn't easy, I know. In fact, I suspect it was a little tougher than you realize. To begin with, for you to be here now, trillions of drifting atoms had somehow to assemble in an intricate and intriguingly obliging manner to create you. It's an arrangement so specialized and particular that has never been tried before, and will only exist this once. For the next many years, these tiny particles will uncomplainingly engage in all the billions of cooperative efforts necessary to keep you intact and let you experience the supremely agreeable but generally underappreciated state known as existence. Why atoms take this trouble is a bit of a puzzle. Being you is not a gratifying experience at the atomic level. It's a slightly arresting notion that if you were to pick yourself apart one atom at a time with tweezers, you would produce a mound of fine atomic dust, none of which had ever been alive, but all of which had once been you. Yet somehow, for the period of your existence, they will answer to a single overarching impulse, to keep you, you. During my time in high school, some of my favorite classes were those that had to do with natural processes, so classes like AP Biology and anatomy. I intend to pursue a career in surgery as a way to satisfy my fascination with the intricacy of the human body. Because of this interest, reading the essay I just quoted, entitled How You Became You, in AP Lang immediately caught my attention. I love the way it paints a picture of our existence as a collection of mundane materials that are somehow made incredible by an unparalleled design. What's even more impressive is to think that one or two microscopic changes to this design would turn us into something completely unrecognizable from what we are now. I think this idea holds true not only in a biological sense, but also of our experiences and our upbringing. We often like to think that we are the way that we are by our own doing. However, I would argue that we have less of a say in our own making than we would want to believe. For each of us, there have been hundreds of thousands of interactions that have somehow shaped our personality, even if it was in the slightest sense. Even in this room, there are hundreds of teachers and family members who have impacted us all, whether directly or distantly. I know that personally, there are several teachers here today who I've never had in class, but they make Halls High School what it is, and therefore, I'm a product of their teaching. Going back to the analogy of biology, we're made with an intricacy that is as humbling as it is mind-blowing. The fact that each of us is the way that we are in the physical sense gives us a certain obligation to use that to the best of our ability. In the same way, we are, on an intellectual level, the product of those who have helped us along the way. We owe it to our teachers and our families to use our education to its fullest potential to give back to the same society that got us here, in whatever manner that entails. Whatever your plans are after graduation, they're there for a very specific purpose. They're there in place as a product of the education and upbringing we have received thus far, and whether it seems like that or not, that's a beautiful thing. I mentioned that I have gravitated towards science classes for much of my high school career. There are other subjects that I have taken a little longer for me to warm up to, English, for example. That being said, I tried to challenge myself in that sense, and during a recent trip to McKay's, I bought a copy of the complete works of Emily Dickinson, who has a very short poem that reads, "In this short life that only lasts an hour, how much, how little is within our power." We've been gifted everything we need to succeed in life. I think the ultimate challenge of every generation, including the class of 2017, is to take what we've been given and maximize it for the good of society. The students in this room today will instead be doctors, teachers, engineers, business people, mechanics, and musicians 20 years from now. For many of us, it was our teachers, families, and peers who have gradually sculpted us into the personalities we are today. Thus, we owe it to them to make the most of the experience that have made us, us. So let's leave this place today, beginning the rest of our lives with hearts full of passion and thanks, ready to serve the world in which we live. Thank you.
This year, we allowed any senior to audition to speak at graduation. Our senior speech will be given this year by Gavin Pierce. Gavin is the son of Gabrielle Roberts and Melvin Pierce.
I'd like to ask all of you a question. Have any of you ever heard of a man by the name of Francis Jenkins? If not, don't beat yourself up over it. For the longest time, I had no idea who this person was or that he even existed. Now, what about Thomas Edison? Of course you know who Thomas Edison is. He's, well, Thomas Edison. Now, this is a man to which we attribute the creation of concepts and inventions that we couldn't imagine living without. But the fact of the matter is this: Edison stole other people's fame for his own. You see, in the early 1890s, Francis Jenkins created the first movie projector that functioned properly. But before he could patent his invention, Edison had Jenkins' partner steal his notes and instructions. Then Edison went off and created his own version, patented it, and was accredited as the inventor of the motion picture. Now, while Francis's story is undoubtedly an unfair one, it is not the only one of its kind. Throughout history, there have been many instances in which great and ingenious inventors were hailed for creations that weren't even theirs. Take Galileo or Alexander Graham Bell. Both of them took advantage of other creative minds in order to attain glory. Now, in my moment of panic, in which I struggled to figure out exactly what I was going to say to you all today, my mind went to Francis and those like him. These individuals who crafted the basis of our modern culture and scientific thinking, but remained unrecognized for it. And from these thoughts, I had a realization. These occurrences are not simply a generational problem that strictly affected figures of the past. No, this is something that continually plagues our society, and nowhere is this problem more hazardous than in the lives of us, the burgeoning youth, fresh to the real world, riddled with self-doubt and uncertainty, not sure of whether we should voice our opinions and ideas or remain silent. I firmly believe that each and every one of us possesses the ability to make an impact on the world. We all have thoughts and beliefs that are entirely unique to us. For all we know, any one of us could possess an idea that no one will ever think of again in the course of human history. Imagine the kind of change that could bring about in the world. However, like I have said, there are still plenty of people out there who will gladly take your thoughts and your hard work for their own. But there is a bright side to this. In order for that to happen, they're going to have to get the best of us, the best of you. And that's a pretty tall order. You see, we've already made it this far. We've each conquered our own obstacles and done things that we told ourselves were impossible to accomplish. We've all done what was necessary to achieve our goals, and now we are here. Starting, to quote a popular term, the first day of the rest of our lives. And as cheesy as that may sound, it holds true. We all still have so much life left to live, to do whatever we see fit. The doors of opportunity are wide open to us, and we're equipped with the skills that can make our own lasting mark if we use them. And so I have a challenge, one that I'm absolutely confident you all can handle. I challenge you to go up against the Galileos and the Edisons of the world. Don't sell yourself short and let them steal what you've worked for, because they can only do this when you lie to yourself and say that they're better than you or that you can't do it. That very thought is absurd. You are capable of realizing every single one of your aspirations. Don't let someone else take your place in the history books. Make it to where one day people will be writing about you in their graduation speeches. Now, this may all seem far-fetched, I completely understand, but I know each of you can make it happen. Thank you for your time.
It is my privilege to recognize the Teachers of the Year. Each year, Halls High School nominates from staff and is voted on by staff and selects 3 teachers. I recently attended a graduation service where one of the speakers was an education major. She was bright-eyed, filled with optimism and idealism about her career choice. She shared a story where she observed her mentor teacher interact with a student who had screamed at her and yelled profanity at her the prior day. This student was in 3rd grade. The teacher met the student at the door the next day and said these simple words: "It is a new day, a new start. I care about you, and we are going to have a good day." Then she hugged the student. At a time in history and the school year where these qualities are sometimes hard to find, it was a refreshing perspective that reminded me of why I chose to be an educator. Teachers choose to be an educator not because of the money, the glory, or the fame, but for one simple reason: to make a difference in a student's life. This young future teacher was able to observe this basic principle in action, and it impacted her. I am able to observe this principle every day at Halls High School. The three teachers we will recognize as the Teacher of the Year exemplify this basic principle. This teacher challenges students on a daily basis to rise above what they think they can do and be a better student. This is accomplished with care, concern, and a healthy dose of humor. She passes down the love of science to all her muffins, our students as we would call them, Carolyn Clemens. This teacher is devoted to students. They are always willing to help students with any issue or problem. Her door opens most mornings at 7:30 and stays open well past school hours. She has made a difference in several students' lives during her career. Trina Polston. This teacher brings extensive content knowledge and passion to his subject matter. The excitement and concern displayed in the classroom ignite for many students a new love and appreciation of history. Several have followed in his steps, majoring in history and political science. Thank goodness they haven't emulated his mullet. Tim Reeves.
That's the best part.
Are we ready to do this? Well, let's do this.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the moment you've all been waiting for. 18 long, hard years. And I just wanted to say that these guys were all freshmen when I came to Halls, and it's been a great 4 years, and I'm glad to see you all here. You've done a fantastic job. It is a great place to be. And here is the one of many congratulations. Caden Thomas Weber. Brendan David Gould. Garrig Quentin Elkins. Gavin Brooks Pierce. Elena June Arnold. Bailey Lauren Arnold. Paige Chelsea Baker. William John Barrett. Laura Catherine Beeler. Samuel Durham Beeler. Anna Marie Brantley. Julie Wren Bronson. Matthew Ryan Brooks. Melissa Ann Burns. Olivia Claire Campbell. Davis Michael Capps. Harper Ray Cherry. Allison Clark. Emily Collins. Patrick Mitchell Coward. Caitlin Harmony Cox. Micah DePietro. Olivia Adeline Drafts. Rachel Olivia Drumheller. Cameron Thomas Durham. Miranda Alexis Elliott. Keely Renee Ferguson. Elena Suzanne Fields. Nicholas Vladimir Gangloff. Hannah Grace Gass. Shelby Caroline Gresham. Sierra Brianne Hall. Brian Andrew Harden. Wesley Allen Coble. McKenna Rose Helton. Alexa Pauline Hill. Tolliver David Keaton Justice. Sarah Nicole Killian. Teresa Rose Lawley. Jordan Ann Mathis. Malia Joy Newton. April Elizabeth Newcoop. Kelly Lynn Seagraves. Mariah Brooke Shannon. Braden Todd Shepard. Audrey Noel Shrewsbury. McKinley Madison Snyder. Cooper Armstrong Sparks. Trenton Matthew Tuggle. Keely Walton. Morgan Lindsay Walton. Whitney Leanne Welch. Jonathan Cole West. Keely Shay Nicole Williams. Amber Camille Williford. Brancy Marie Wilson. Sarah Wyrick. Kayla Grace Zimmerman. Cameron Adkins. Haley Andrews. Austin Tyler Anthony. There you go. Alexis Kaylee Jade Arrington. Rachel Christina Stock. Kayla Marie Arsenault. Katie Taylor Atkins. Wesley Aubrey. Joseph Thomas Bailey. Elizabeth Nicole Baird. Alyssa Lauren Bales. Megan Hope Barger. Bailey Bice. Alexis Blair. Kimberly Diana Blair. Morgan Sky Blair. Brianna Rochelle Blevins. Charlie Ann Bowles. Joshua Shade Brooks. Nicholas Ryan Brown. Destiny Faith Buckman. All right, man. Smile. Justice Stone Buckner. Dakota Blake Bunting. Cabello. Miguel Ryan Cabello. Paige Maureen Calloway. Lauren Elizabeth Cassio. Amanda Brooke Castile. Colin Christie. Jordan Clark. Haley Cheyenne Cole. Carly Micah Talent. Joshua Logan Bowling. Bryson Wood Brantley. Julia Cornett. Nicholas Hart Cowden. William D'Artagnan Wiley Cremens. Julio Cesar Cruz Miguel. Smile.
I couldn't fix it.
John Michael Curley III.
Carolina.
Anna or Anna? Maria Carolina Anna Curley. Dantzler. Adam Quinn Dantzler. Taylor Rain Davis. Selena Rose Dawson. Savannah Nicole Dever. Mariana Valeria Diaz.
Ooh, that was good.
Zachary Allen Kiefer. Good job, man. Zachary Tanner Kennedy. Dylan Fender. Sabrina Hope Fleming. William Trey Floyd. Jenny Jo Forrester. J.T. Frills. Alexandria Rayanne Fusen. Emily Michelle Gass. Taylor Shea Gideon. Jacob Hunter Gillum. Matthew Ryan Gold. Taylor Renee Grabner. Kaylee Caroline Bronstein. Aleni Caroline Brinius. Garrett Benjamin Brock. Jonathan Mark Dickens. Bailey Cheyenne Donahue. Skylar A. Dreyer. John Houston Dykes. Christopher Jordan Graham. Chloe Madison Green. Noah Keegan Hale. Jonathan Paul Hampton. No middle name. Caden Harbin. Christian Bryant Harrop. Quincy Elizabeth Houghton. Stephen Jonathan Hawkins. Preston Blake Henson. Ryan Bradley Hurd. Ashley Spencer Hutchins. Trevor Allen Hutto. Anna Grace Hyde. Adam Robert Jackson. Jared McLaughlin Jellicourse. Jory McCall Johansson. Where's your cell phone? Olivia Christian Johnson. Aaron. Sydney Aaron Johnson. Andrew Brian Jones. Kaylee Nicole Elliott. Amanda Marie Uten. Travis Andrew Ferris. Tyler Austin Ferris. Holly Annette Hill. Shelby Christian Hill. Alex Hodge. Bryce Hodge. William Spencer Hollingsworth. Dylan Jones. You want the accent? Alessandro Giovanni Kay. Kaylee Rain Keck. Savannah Ray Keck. Nicholas Richard Michael Keep. William Andrew Kegley. Daniel Ryan Keller. Courtney Leanne King. Madeline Grace Kirkland. Fiore John Masucci II. Ashley Nicole Mays. Kristen McAllister. Brooklyn Ray McKenzie. Colton McMahon. Caitlin Ann McMurray. Vadim Miao. Cody Lynn Holmes. Brandon Tyler Horn. Dylan Lynn Howard. Cody Ryan Howell. Hannah Elizabeth Howell. Celine Macy Hughes. Jewel Alexis Taylor Kitts. Joshua Kitts. Courtney Jade Kuntz. Jacob Allen Lane. Raven Miller. Charles Taylor Morgan. Morgan Muncie. Abby Elaine Nelson. Bryson Newman. Christopher James Nielsen. Tyler Scott Oakes. Bryce Ogle. Daniel Brian Ogle. Rebecca Perez. Savannah Nicole Palekia. Kayla Michelle Paul. Blake Patton. Jessica Marissa Parton. Brianna Renee Reese. Macy Kendrick Reinhardt. Delaney Marie Langston. Brianna Page Liston. Bryson Connor Long.
Lewis or Louis?
Jackson Lewis Looper. Joseph Daniel Macklin.
Cheyenne.
Kaya Cheyenne Mason. Morgan Alexis Mason. Nathan Kyle Ottinger. Kaylee Cassidy Owsley Katz.
Gross.
Morgan Brooke Overbay Gross.
Janine.
Pamela Janine Marie Owens. Brandon Keith Pack.
Randall.
Brian Randall Rodriguez.
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline Rodriguez. Jordan Marcus Rogers.
Renee.
Emily Renee Russell. Christopher Bradley Russell.
Scarborough.
Nicole Shea Scarborough. Michael Wayne Siebers. Kylie Shea Sexton.
Danielle.
Kristen Danielle Schock. Katie Schaffner. Emmy Hope Turpin.
Leanne.
Tiffany Leanne Van Norman. Daisha Brianna Varner. Riley Elizabeth Walker. Tristan David Wallace.
You're fine. You're fine.
Madison Alexandria Price.
Brandon Predmore.
Yes.
Brandon Predmore. Michaela Powell. Elijah Lane Powell.
TP2.
Matthew Tyler Polston.
Yes. Madison. Diane.
Madison Diane Pitkinen.
You want the E?
Jordan E. Pierce.
Renee.
Samantha Renee Phelps.
You gonna say anything?
Curtis Dalton Singh. Logan Alexander Smith. Taylor Brianna Smith. Connor Brianne Shoemaker. Megan Lauren Walton. Austin Ward. Bradley Wade Weaver.
Good job, Joe.
Joe Matthew Welch. Tyler James West. Drew Elizabeth Winery. Reese Robert Winery. Whited or Whitted? Whited. Robert Joshua Whited. Lilia Christine Whittington. Jordan Faye Wilson. Spencer Isaiah Shoemaker. Valencia Marie Zimmerman. Just stay. Jesse Dylan Constable. It's almost over. Caitlin Danielle Roderick. Smile. Brandon Kirkland. Tristan Blake Smith. Tyler Vincent Smith. Devin Renee Spencer. Aaron Kent Stanley. Good job. Courtney Taylor Stroud. That's all you want. Lexi Talent. Kaylee Brooke Tollett. Tylee Addison Torres. Nicholas Manning Treadway. Haley Nicole Turley. Deandra Michelle Wolf. Corbin Austin Wolfenbarger. Smile. Kayla Woods. Chase Woods. Hudson Woods. Ashton Faith Yarber. I can't say it without the card. Yeah, you can. Sarah Samantha Yates. Lindsay John York.
Would the members of the Halls High class of 2017 please stand? I have reviewed the records of these students and certify that they